Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifest It Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, podcast, and Instagram. All the links are down below, and my affirmations list and audio rampage email is down below, and my master manifestation workshop is down below. And today we're going to be talking about how I manifest specific people. We're going to be going over some of my SP manifestations because I manifest them a lot. I feel like I have mastered, I have mastered specific people. I've done anything from thin air, no contact, apologies, whatever it is. Specific people are very, very simple to me, and I know a lot of people struggle with them. So we're just gonna go through how I do it. I did make a TikTok a couple months ago about a lot of success stories that I have manifesting specific people. So if you follow me on there, I talk about my success stories a lot on other platforms. So y'all should be keeping up with me. My link tree is in the description. So my first actual ever manifestation was a specific person, because the way I got into law of assumption was a person made a video about manifesting a specific person. This was a couple years ago, and I did it in 6 days, y'all. Basically how it happened was, and I actually just made a TikTok about this specific success story too, and how I learned about law of assumption, which is the way I teach it because it's what got me success, especially the fastest, was change the stories about yourself, which is self-concept, and change the stories of your specific person and the story around the situation. And that's exactly what I say. Y'all coming here and complicate it too much, talking about third parties, movement, no movement, oh, how long is too long, but it's been this long. I tunnel vision my mind. In my mind, once I felt like I was a goddess, once I felt like I was the main character, once I felt like I know I can have it, you guys don't see manifestation as power. You see it as this chore, this like, oh, I should affirm 10,000 times today. That's just not what it is. I didn't know about any of that, and thank goodness, because but even if you do, like, now I know about it and it still doesn't affect me because I know what works for me. Keep it simple. Change stories about yourself, change stories about the person, the situation. It will manifest, and there is no other option. Anyways, so basically our little background was we were in no contact for 3 months. It was just kind of like, we're never talking again. You know, I had grieved it. I had cried because I didn't know about law of assumption back then, whatever. I was like, oh my God. And then I found out about law of assumption and I changed the stories. I just kept to myself. Of course, he misses me because I'm that girl. And then he came in. I remember so vividly. I was cleaning a DoorDash because this was back before I knew how to manifest money, and, you know, I had to do a little DoorDash on the side or whatever. And I remember I had my phone in my hand and my phone went off, and it was a text message from an unsaved number. And it was him. He sent a picture of himself. And he was like, hello. The way a man just called me to ask me to go out, and I'm going out right now. That's why I'm dressed up. Like, y'all. To continue my SP story. So basically, he sent me a picture of himself, and he was like, hi, I'm gonna put it here, but he said his name. And then he said, I'm still alive or whatever. And he was not the type to do that. Basically, he just broke no contact. That happened in days. I was like, oh, this works. And mind y'all, when this happened, I was in the knowing state the whole time. All the 6 days, I didn't even count the days. I only had to go back after and see how long it took. I wasn't thinking like that. I wasn't like, oh, this is going to take long. I was literally in the present moment the whole time. You know, he broke no contact, whatever. I wanted a little bit more, you know. I wanted him to run a little laps, right? The only thing I did wish that I knew back then with manifestation was nervous system regulation, because when he came in or whatever, I like got dysregulated because I was like, oh my God, like he actually came in. So I wanted more. But I kind of became greedy oriented. So I didn't manifest really much with him again until like a month and a half later. So it was like November. I remember the week of, he called my phone multiple times, back-to-back days. And I knew it was him, but I didn't answer because I was like, I want more. Keep in mind, a lot of these SPs I manifest in, I don't necessarily want commitment with them. And that's another thing. People are like, oh, I manifest these people in, but I don't want them. That's fine. Like, you don't have to force yourself to commit to somebody you don't want to commit to. I kind of just let it fizzle out. I think he kind of picked up my drift, because he sent me this whole thing after I wasn't picking up his calls for a couple of days. And he was like, you know, like, I'll always love you. I'll never forget you. Like, I'll always cherish. Because it was like around the holidays. He was like, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll always love you. I was like, oh, period, manifestation. And y'all, he was that type. Well, the story that I had of him before was he was that type of man. Since we weren't in a established connection, he was like, I don't really care what you do with yourself, like, whatever. And that's what was hurting me. So I had to change that to be like, are you crazy? This man would still wife me. What did Nicki Minaj say? They would still wife me. He would still wife me. Like, still to this day. I don't care if it's been 3 years. Like, to this day. I don't care if it's been 2 years. Still to this day. To this day.
To this day. To this day. To this day.
Okay? So basically, I go over this in my brand new Manifest Your Specific Person ebook, available now on the workshop website, in the Manifest Your Specific Person program, in the self-concept transformation program, in the quantum jumping program, in the audio bundles, the self-concept one and the Manifest Your Specific Person one, which everybody is getting results with. We go over this, pedalizing yourself, putting yourself on top, seeing yourself as the main character, seeing your SP. It doesn't necessarily have to be less. You're allowed to be attracted to them, but at the same time, you don't have to forget your worth just because you like somebody. And I see a lot of women go through that. And just to be clear, these programs are, and everything, my whole shit, everything that I do is gender neutral. So a lot of men be asking me like, oh, does this work for men too? I feel like if you're asking that, does it work for men too? You're not understanding what manifestation is. It's saying this is who I am. It does not matter what's in between your legs. You're thinking thoughts. You're watching this video. And that's the mindset that I had going into manifestation that allowed me to manifest it too, because you know, when I watched How to Manifest Your SP, she was like, I did it. She's no different from me. In the LOA community, success stories, celebrity, no matter what it is, like I don't care if they know about manifestation or not. They're no different from me. And what they have, I can have too. And that's all I did. I just went with it. It wasn't like, oh, you know, she's a girl, so she can do it. He's a man, so he can do it. She's straight. My SP's this. Doesn't matter. Now, as far as programs and stuff and the book and the audios, it doesn't matter the situation. It could be no contact. It could be from thin air. It could be exes. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. I don't care if they have a different religion. I don't care if they're family issues where it's like y'all can't be together because y'all have family issues or whatever. I don't care sexuality. I don't care. Okay. This is the mindset y'all need to incorporate. You have to get out of this is why we can't be together. No, it's because of you. Change that mindset. Resources in the description. Okay, another one that I did post this in the TikTok as well. Like, guys, just go watch it because I talk I have like 10 of them in there. But this one was when I went to Paris last year. I love this one. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just so cute. I think like it's so cute to just like manifest people abroad on vacation and stuff. You know, because like I said, I'm not like manifest SP commitment. I'm more like they come in, they're crazy about me. This was just natural too. That's one thing about me is I can never, like being a goddess, I can never sit there and affirm for like 20 hours, this one boy's obsessed with me. Like, no, I'm a goddess. You could change the story about them. Like, there's nothing wrong with being like, oh, he's obsessed with me. But never to the point, like, first of all, it's never going to be more than I think about myself. Never thinking about another person more than I think about myself. So this was just natural, but it was perfect for me because I'm not into the commitment thing right now. So basically, last year I was in Paris, manifested that too. Okay. I was staying with my cousin and her friend was having a birthday dinner at this restaurant. So we were kind of sectioned in the back, a big booth in the back with no dividers. And then there was tables and then there was chairs on the outside, right? So then a group of guys got grouped next to us. It was like one guy you could tell was like the leader of the group. He was the one ordering, paying, like whatever. You know, he even like bought us drinks for like our table, our friend, like all of us, right? Like he was just, you know, spending, spoiling, like whatever. It was a good time. I'll insert the videos and stuff here. He ordered champagne, everything. And so then he sat next to me, right? Me and French, we don't go together yet. Yeah, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna manifest knowing it because baby, I love Paris so much and I don't have time to be using Google Translate every 5 seconds. So I didn't really understand him. So he asked for my number, whatever. We were texting. I'll put the text and stuff here. I'm gonna like low-key scribble it out because I don't know what was said. I don't remember what we were talking about because I don't understand. But y'all be able to see that it's French, okay? And he basically was saying, you know, he was so attracted to me. Mind you, I'm with like 7 other girls. They're all beautiful baddies. And they're all from Paris. I'm the only person who's international, right? I'm like telling him, I'm like, dude, like, first of all, because part of having a self-concept is you're never jealous or in competition with other women. You're never comparing yourself or men or like whatever. But you're never comparing yourself. I'm never like, oh my God, he wants me and I don't want him to look at other girls. Like, no. Part of being in your main character, goddess, good self-concept, identity, whatever you want to call it, self, is you don't think that. Because when you compare yourself, it's because you're not secure within yourself. I have it all, right? And it's not because this man's coming in here and wanting to make me his French wife or whatever. It's literally because I already knew that before I stepped in the building. This is what we go over. That's what I'm saying. In these programs, this is what we go over. And I'm saying that. I'm like, first of all, we don't speak the same language. I don't live here. So it wouldn't even like work. There's other pretty girls here. I'm literally telling him this. Like, you're cute or whatever. Thanks for spoiling us or whatever. But, you know, there's other girls here, whatever. And he's like, no, you want to know why I did all this? He was like, it's for you. He's like, it's for you that I do all this for. Whatever you want. Like, I just want to get to know you and stuff. And you know what's so funny? Me and my cousin were like going to go back to the apartment. I think the place closed at like 3. This man literally paid the owners to have it open an extra like 2 hours. I don't know how much he paid, but it was a lot. And he was cool, you know, he was Congolese, he was tall, whatever. I told you all the reasons it wouldn't even work, even if I wanted to. I'm not gonna say it couldn't work. Like, yes, he could have been flying me from Paris back to America, back to Paris, back to America. But anyways, it was just one of those cute little vacation things. I ended up blocking him because that man was blowing up my phone. And child, it was just for the plot. Like, it was never that deep. Yes, conscious manifestation is so cool, but also the results that self-concept just gets you naturally. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, you just exist and it happens for you, and things like that happen for you. Like, the biggest takeaway I can like always give y'all, especially if y'all doing no contact exes, or even people that you want, that you see in like public that you've never talked to, maybe in school, maybe at work, maybe at the gym, maybe at the grocery store, somebody you see routinely and you're like, I just want him to make a move. Manifest it. That happened to me a couple times. I remember this dude, we went to the same gym and I saw him. He was there like every day and I was there a lot. Like, during this time, it was like my heavy gym time. I was going there like 4 days a week, and I would see him and everybody in the gym knew him, and I felt left out because I'm like, I'm the main character. I don't know like why everybody know him but me. But he never talked to me, like walked past me, didn't look at me. You would think I was a ghost, and it wasn't like I was trying to get his attention, but it was like, yeah, when you're used to like basically what happened in Paris, you come home and it's like, what? But like, that's a big part of it, is you don't take it to heart. SP isn't texting you, or this person, they're not coming up to you. First of all, stop telling yourself that story. Like, that was the issue, was I was telling myself that story. But also, don't take it to heart. Stop making bad things relate to you. Oh, he doesn't text me. Oh, it's because of me. It's never because of you. Tell yourself a better story and work on that self-concept so you're not even thinking that way. We ended up exchanging whatever, you know, attracted him or whatever. I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. This happened very fast. I know, it happened so fast. I don't even know, maybe like a couple days, a week. Like, it doesn't take long for me with SPs because it's just like literally boom, 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 boom. If you want to know how. So anyways, we're talking, we're texting. And he's just like, you know, you're so beautiful. He's like, I've been plotting on you. He's like, I've been thinking about you. I've noticed you. I'm glad we're finally talking now. Isn't it so funny? I'm used to like obviousness. If I'm in a vicinity and something like that happens, I'm used to a man literally just staring dead at me. Like, cannot keep his eyes away. So I was like, isn't it so funny that all you know is your assumptions? And that's why assumptions are so powerful in creation, is because all you know is what you're assuming. So either your mind is heaven or it's literally hell. Like, before I was telling myself, like, he does not look at me. Why isn't he coming up to me? Then I changed the stories and it happened real fast because self-concept is already on point. Once you have the foundation, you can build anything. You can make anything happen. That's what a lot of y'all missing. Y'all don't have foundation. Like, y'all cannot step into that story because you don't see yourself as capable, beautiful, loving, a powerful manifestor, a master manifestor, the operant power. So anyways, I just love the chase of it all. Not me chasing, but I just love materializing it. So me personally, like I said, I got like 20,000 of these stories with SPs and people coming in thin air and no contact and consciously seeing somebody who I want and thought transmission come up to me, tell me you've always been looking at me. And that's what I had to tell myself. Like, he's always loved me. He's always checking me out. Even if I didn't see it, it was true because he said it. But it's because I self-validated it. Since I've known the law, SPs have just been a walk in the park. So trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I would not make y'all program audio bundles in a book if I didn't know what I was talking about. You are the prize. You are the chosen one. You can have your person. You can have what you want. That's it. And with that being said, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next videos. Bye.